Where are you? Why are you doing this? Where are we? What do you want from us? Let us go! Be quiet.
I want to play a game. Today, your aim is to get out of this room alive. You only have to rely on yourself alone to do that. As you can see, 2 locks are keeping you chained. In front of you lies the keys to those locks. But please, you only have 5 minutes to do so before the bomb explodes. Remember that there is only one way to get out of this room alive and safe. Other than that, I can't guarantee your safety. Let the game begin.
Crazy, I don't have time to fool around here. Hey, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind? Didn't you hear him? There's only one way out. We can't get out of here alive unless we open these locks. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to play these stupid games.
How do we get out of here?
There's gotta be something.
There!
What does it say?
Is there a problem or something? I think we may have to solve this, and this may be the key out here.
Instruction cache miss rate for a program is 2%, and a data cache miss rate is 4%. If a processor has a CPI of 2 without any memory stalls, and the miss penalty is 100 cycles for all misses, determine how much faster a processor would run with a perfect cache that never missed. Cache performance has an impact on processor performance. I remember that CPU time can be divided into the clock cycles that the CPU spends executing the program and the clock cycles that the CPU spends waiting for the memory system. Cache accesses that are hits are part of the normal CPU execution cycles, and the cache misses are part of the memory stall clock cycles. This is the formula for computing CPU time. But first, let me define the terms that we have here. Please take note kay magawas ni siya sa exam, okay? Memory stall clock cycles is the sum of the stall cycles coming from the reads plus those coming from writes. This is the formula for computing memory stall clock cycle. Read stall cycles, on the other hand, can be defined in terms of the number of read access per program, the miss penalty in clock cycles for a read, and the read miss rate. This is the formula for computing the read stall cycle. For a write-through scheme, we have 2 sources of stalls. Write misses, which usually require that we fetch the block before continuing the write, and the buffer stalls. For some systems, the write buffer stalls will be really small that we can safely ignore them. Also, in most write-through cache organizations, the read and write miss penalties are the same, so we can combine the reads and writes by using a single miss rate and a miss penalty. This is the formula. So now, we have explained things. Let us now go back to the problem before the bomb explodes. The given was instruction clock miss rate 2%, data clock miss rate 4%, CPI 2, that is without memory stall, miss penalty 100 cycles for all misses. The number of memory miss cycles for instructions in terms of the instruction count I is instruction miss cycles is equal to I times 2% times 100 is equal to 2.00 times I. Suppose that the instruction frequency is 36%, we can now find the number of memory miss cycles for the data reference. Data miss cycles is equal to I times 36% times 4% times 100 is equal to 1.44 times I. So, the total number of memory stall cycles is 2I plus 1.44I is equal to 3.44I. This is more than 3 cycles of memory stall per instruction. Accordingly, the CPI with memory stalls is 2 plus 3.44 is equal to 5.44. And since there is no change in the instruction count or the clock rate, the ratio of the CPU execution times is CPU time with stalls over CPU time with perfect cache is equal to I times CPI with stalls times clock cycle over I times CPI with perfect cache times clock cycle. So, manipulating the formula, we get 5.44 over 2, which is 2.72. This means that the performance with the perfect cache is better by 2.72.
Yes, we got the answer. Let's try the all-in-one blocks now. Yes, we've done it!
Okay, let's go to the second one.
Suppose we increase the performance of the computer in the previous problem by doubling its clock rate. How much faster will the computer be with a faster clock, assuming the same miss rate as the previous problem? The new miss penalty will now be 200 clock cycles. Really? Yes! Oh no! So, the total miss cycles per instruction is 6.88.
We're done. Now we have the second code.
Hey,